Hi guys, today I have a video all about primers and what to do if you have a primer that you don't necessarily like or may not suit your skin tone, because with all the subscription boxes and just general makeup hoarding, I've come across a lot of primers that I don't necessarily like or don't necessarily suit my oily skin tone. So I'm going to go through the couple different kinds of primers and then what you can do with them. Some ideas will overlap, but hopefully this will help you not end up having to throw out or just let a primer completely go to waste. So let's get started. So the first primers I'm going to talk about are mattifying primers, which in my books, you know I have oily skin, so I'm going to be using a mattifying primer. If you have dry skin, you can definitely still make use of a mattifying primer. You can mix it with a moisturizer if you do still want to use it as a primer and you have extremely dry skin. That will still give you kind of the perfected look. You'll be primed. Your pores might be filled if it is a pore filling and mattifying primer, but it won't dry your skin if you do have drier skin. The next thing you can do is use it as an eye primer. So unless your eyelids are like crusty and dry, you can use a mattifying primer on your eyelids, and that will help kind of smooth it out, and you'll still be able to adhere your eyeshadows and help them last a little bit longer. You can use it in your eyebrows as well. So if you have dry skin but you find your eyebrows kind of shift throughout the day, whether you're using a gel or a powder, you still can run like a little bit of this through your eyebrows, and that way it'll kind of adhere a little bit better, and you'll literally never run out of it because you're only going to use a little bit at a time. So now on to the kind of illuminating primers, which terrify me as an oily skinned girl. So say for example you get stuck with any one of these primers, the biggest thing, minus the bronzing one, that I use illuminating primers for is just under my eyes because they're moisturizing. Sometimes they have a little bit of an iridescence to it, and there are all kind of like under eye primers out there now. I own the e.l.f. little under eye primer. But same as if you're going to use something in your eyebrows, you're never going to run out of product, because so I'll just dab a little bit under my eyes. And then that way it is a little bit extra moisturized under there to put my concealer. As well, anything with any kind of a bronzing or shimmering in there, I will also rub on my chest, put on top of my shoulders, mix it in with a moisturizer and put it on my skin just to make use of it. So definitely something like this that has a shimmer in it, or like this one that has like a little bit of an iridescence. As well, you can kind of use it as just a targeted highlight too. So if you have a whole matte face when you have your liquid foundation on, you could use something like this that has like a pretty strong iridescence to it. This one here, the Magic Lumi, you can use it just as a highlight on the top of your cheekbones or down your nose or under your eyebrow or something like that. Okay, so the last primer I'm going to talk about are kind of like silicone primers or eye primers, and again, definitely would use these for your eyebrows. Something like this e.l.f. primer, it doesn't do anything for my eyelids because I have such oily eyelids that the product just slips off, but my eyebrows aren't so bad, so I'll put it in my eyebrows, and then that will help the powder adhere to my eyebrows a little bit better. As well, you can use these kind of primers under your eyes too, so anything kind of silicone-y or something like this will help just under your eye, because like I said, I use a mattifying primer and I don't want to put matte up under my eyes because it already is kind of dry, so that will help with that. And same stands for the silicone primers like this. I hated it. Isn't the oil-free one, so I might like the oil-free one a little bit better. It's the L'Oreal Miracle Blur. But when I would put foundation over this, powder, liquid, whatever, it just looked horrible. So I started using it on my eyebrows. I wouldn't put this one under my eyes because I didn't like the way it looked on my face. Everything kind of separated, but just on my eyebrows. Or you can mix it in again with a little bit of moisturizer, and it will just kind of help perfect your skin a little bit more. So those are just some kind of general ideas. I probably missed a couple things, but let me know if you've come up with any creative ways to use primers. Let me know down below so that we can all see. And thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at SamanthaJaneYT. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!